Before God, his grace is bold to trust these traitors.
They shall be apprehended by and by.
How smooth and even they do bear themselves, as if allegiance in their bosoms sat, crowned with faith and constant loyalty.
The king hath know of all that they intend, by interception which they dream not of.
Nay, but the man that was his bedfellow, whom he hath dulled and cloyed with Grace's favours, that he should, for a foreign purse, so sell his sovereign's life to death and treachery.
Now sits the wind fair, and we will aboard. My lord of Cambridge, and my kin, Lord of Masham, and you, my gentle knight, give me your thoughts. Think you not that the powers we bear with us will cut their passage to the force of France, doing the execution and the act for which we have in head assembled them?
No doubt, my liege, that each man do his best.
I doubt not that, since we are well persuaded, we carry not a heart with us from hence that grows not in a fair contest with ours, nor leave not one behind that doth not wish success and conquest to attend on us.
Never was a monarch better feared and loved than is your majesty. There's not, I think, a subject that sits in heart grief and uneasiness under the sweet shade of your government.
True. Those that were your father's enemies have steeped their galls in honey and do serve you with hearts created of duty and of zeal.
We therefore have great cause of thankfulness, and shall forget the office of our hand, sooner than quintance of desert and merit, according to the weight and worthiness.
So service shall with steeled sinews toil, and labour shall refresh itself with hope, to do your grace incessant services.
We judge no less. Uncle of Exeter, enlarge the man committed yesterday, that railed against our person. We consider it was an excess of wine that set him on, and on his more advice, we pardon him.
That's mercy, but too much security. Let him be punished, sovereign, lest example breed by his sufferance more of such a kind.
Oh, let us yet be merciful.
So may your highness, and yet punish too.
Sir, you show great mercy if you give him life after the taste of much correction.
Alas, your too much love and care of me are heavy orisons against this poor wretch. If little faults proceeding on distemper shall not be winked at, how shall we stretch our eye when capital crimes, shrewd, swallowed, and digested, appear before us? We'll yet enlarge that man, though Cambridge, Scroop, and Grey, in their dear care and tender preservation of our person, would have him punished. And now to our French causes. Who are the late commissioners?
I am one, my lord. Your highness bade me ask for it today.
So did you me, my liege.
And I, my royal sovereign.
Then, Richard, Earl of Cambridge, there is yours. There are yours, Lord Scroop of Masham, and Sir Knight Grey of Northumberland, the same is yours. Read them, and know I know your worthiness. My lord of Westmoreland and Uncle Exeter, we will aboard tonight. Why, how now, gentlemen? What see you in those papers that you lose so much complexion? Look ye how they change. Their cheeks are paper. Why, what read you there that hath so coward and chased your blood out of appearance?
I do confess my fault, and do submit me to your highness's mercy.
To which we all appeal.
The mercy that was quick in us but late, by your own counsel is suppressed and killed. You must not dare for shame talk of mercy. For your own reasons turn into your bosoms as dogs upon their masters, worrying you. See you, my princes and my noble peers, these English monsters. My lord of Cambridge here, you know how apt our love was to accord to furnish him with all appurtenance belonging to his honor. And this man hath, for a few light crowns, lately conspired and sworn unto the practices of France to kill us here in Hampton. To the which this knight, no less for bounty, bound to us than Cambridge is, hath likewise sworn. But oh, what shall I say to thee, Lord Scroop, thou cruel, ungrateful, savage, and inhumane creature? Thou that didst bear the key of all my counsels, that knew'st the very bottom of my soul, that almost might have coined me into gold, wouldst thou have practiced on me for thy use? May it be possible that foreign hire could out of thee extract one spark of evil that might annoy my finger? 'Tis so strange that though the truth of it stands off as gross as black and white, my eyes will scarcely see it. Treason and murder ever kept together, as two yoked devils sworn to either's purpose, working so grossly in a natural cause, that admiration did not whoop at them. But thou against all proportion didst bring in wonder to wait on treason and murder. And whatsoever cunning find it, was that wrought upon thee so preposterously, hath got the voice in hell for excellence. All other devils that suggest by treason do botch and bungle up damnation with patches, colors, and with forms being fetched from glistening semblances of pity. But he that tempered thee bade thee stand up, give thee no instances why thou shouldst do treason, unless to dub thee with the name of traitor. If that same demon that hath gulled thee thus should with his lion gait walk the whole world, he might return to vasty Tartar back, and tell the legions, I can never win a soul so easily as that Englishman's. Oh, hast thou with jealousy infected the sweetness of affiance? Show men dutifully? Why, so didst thou seem the grave and learned? Why, so didst thou come thy of thy noble family? Why, so didst thou seem thy religious? Why, so didst thou, or are thy spare in diet, free from gross passion, or of mirth of anger, constant in spirit, not swerving with the blood, garnished and decked in modest compliment, not working with the eye without the ear, and but in purged judgment trusting neither? Such and so finely blotted didst thou seem, and thus thy fall hath left a kind of blot to mark thy full-fraught man, and best endue with some suspicion. I will weep for thee, for this revolt of thine, methinks, is like another fall of man. Their faults are open. Arrest them to answer the law, and God acquainted them with their practices.
I arrest thee of high treason, by the name of Richard, Earl of Cambridge. I arrest thee of high treason, by the name of Henry, Lord Scroop of Massam. I arrest thee of high treason, by the name of Thomas Grey, Knight of Northumberland.
Our purposes God justly hath discovered, and I repent my fault more than my death, which I beseech your highness to forgive, although my body pay the price of it.
For me, the gold of France did not seduce. Although I did admit it as a motive, the sooner to effect what I had intended. But God be thanked for prevention, which I in sufferance heartily will rejoice, beseeching God and you to pardon me.
Never did faithful subjects more rejoice at the discovery of most dangerous treason than I do at this hour joy over myself. Prevented from a damned enterprise, my fault, but not my body. Pardon, sovereign.
God quit you in his mercy. Hear your sentence. You have conspired against our royal person, joined with an enemy, proclaimed, and from his coffers received the golden earnest of our death, wherein you would have sold your king to slaughter, his princes and his peers to servitude, his subjects to oppression and contempt, and his whole kingdom into desolation. Touching our persons seek we no revenge, but we our kingdom's safety must so tender, whose ruin you have sought, that to her laws we do deliver you. Get you therefore hence, poor miserable wretches, to your death, the taste whereof God of his mercy gave you patience to endure, and true repentance of all your dear offenses. Bear them hence. Now, lords, for France, the enterprise whereof shall be to you as us like glorious. We doubt not a fair and lucky war, since God so graciously hath brought to light this dangerous treason lurking in our way to hinder our beginnings. We doubt not now, but every rub is smoothed in our way. Then forth, dear countrymen, let us deliver our puissance into the hand of God, putting it straight in expedition, cheerily to see the signs of war advance. No king of England, if not king of France.